beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly that team across. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So New Mexico State's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Prime play action. Zings it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Finds a man on the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. New Mexico State lines up quickly. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the play fake. Fires to the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They'll operate out of split backs. From the gun. Give on the inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Finds his tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Washington coming to the line with another first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play. No, he got loose. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Flynn. Punts it out of the air. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They'll line up for a second down play. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Floats it out in space. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's loose. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl VIII. They're up by 7 over Baylor. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Soft spot in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Dropping back, it's Flynn. Gets it out fast. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Motion from the back. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Alexander. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker in Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys can go sideline to sideline, but they can also blitz. This guy can do it all.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep him too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They'll run play action. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. To the air, it's Flynn. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. Turning it on. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. 4 wideouts set 2-by-2 on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Alexander. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Off play action. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Loose in the middle. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play. They're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead at week 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for a man. It's Flynn. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Husky!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. East Carolina is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Pirates fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Flynn. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
And that's good enough for a first down.
To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. This time he's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, better look out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quick timeout by the... Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they got him down at the 23. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to pass, it's Flynn. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
New Mexico State will kick it away to open this third quarter. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Aurora. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Lanier. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Carter. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Quick release by the QB. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Across the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Flynn. It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. To the ground with the back. Quick spin on the run. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And first down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. He splits the uprights.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Graves. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback adapting. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Aurora. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
With the catch, it's Aurora. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Good enough for first down.
Gives it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To this senior defender. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Flynn. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Huskies! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth.
Set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They're dealing with a second and long.
Brings up second down.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Alexander. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room.
24-yard line. And that's up.
From the gun, running back on the move. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Across the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alexander. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Looking to throw, it's Flynn. Works the middle of the field. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. We check in with...
Had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quick release on the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. On third down, he drops to throw. Fakes to grab. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Lincoln. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. With the clock running, this should be the final play. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same